Diddy's doing damage control allegedly, and we really need to talk about it. The alleged victim, Misa, who came out and claimed that she was this woman in this photograph, is being caught up in a lot of different inaccuracies with her claims. And I am telling you guys, something isn't right. The one that stands out to me and infuriates me the most is she was saying that she is this woman in the D&G shirt, and she said that she filed a lawsuit, but then she lost her lawyer, and then she said somebody else was also filing a lawsuit using her pictures. And this is one of the biggest things that can be disputed. So this woman that filed this lawsuit, she filed this lawsuit all the way back in December of 2023. Everything that Misa said in her story about Harvey Pierre and Diddy is word for word pretty much the same as this woman's lawsuit. And I can guarantee you that this woman isn't Misa. This 17-year-old Jane Doe's lawsuit is still ongoing right now as we speak, and no lawyer has dropped them. And Cassie's lawyer is actually the lawyer for this Jane Doe. So not only is this Jane Doe's lawsuit still ongoing with the same lawyer, it's never been dismissed or a lawyer has never dropped her. This is Cassie's lawyer that is representing this Jane Doe. Diddy has been fuming about this Jane Doe's lawsuit since the very beginning. Back in December of 2023, when she filed her lawsuit, shortly after Cassie filed her lawsuit, this is when Diddy made a statement and he said enough is enough, and he called the claims against him sickening. Then Diddy actually filed a motion to try to get this Jane Doe's lawsuit thrown out of court. And then when that didn't work, Diddy scrutinized her and tried to get the judge to make her release her name to the public, which didn't work. And in my opinion, Diddy was so heavy on this Jane Doe's case at the time. I feel like he knows that this is one that there is damning evidence, because this Jane Doe comes with pictures and everything, that it scared him. First, I really believe that this woman was this Jane Doe after watching that very first interview. But as time went on and she sat down with more and more people, and then she started to talk about Cassie, I knew that she was lying. This woman tried to say that she was in the room with Cassie when she was running away from Diddy in the video that we all saw, and she was running with a bag of money, and that's why Diddy did what he did. And we just found out this is definitely inaccurate, because one of the feds witnesses, actually the star witness against Diddy in his trial, is a male worker who participated in freak-offs who received a grand jury subpoena. This witness was the worker who was in the room with Cassie and Diddy when she was running down the hall trying to get away from a freak-off. And Cassie even says in her lawsuit that that was what was happening. She was trying to get away from a freak-off. So we are able to validate that not once, but twice. And this is a huge issue. I would never invalidate anybody saying that they were a victim, but when you have clear, legit proof in front of you that you're not the person that you are claiming to be, and some of the information that you are giving is inaccurate, then I start to look at you sideways, because you are harming this whole investigation, and you are also harming the other victims, like this woman, like Cassie, who are fighting against Diddy right now. This is absolutely scary because it's spreading a misinformation campaign. Now, we don't know if Diddy is really behind this, but it would make the most sense, because this can make all other victims that are coming out and speaking against Diddy look like they are liars. This could actually help Diddy's case if this woman is found out to be lying and just coming up with this whole narrative that is untrue. It's even to the point where it's so scary that it could taint the minds of possible jurors that end up on that stand to convict Diddy, because they will think that there are so many crazy stories. How do you believe this? To me, I find it too much of a coincidence that this Misa comes out with all of these crazy stories and alleging to be this woman that we know that we can prove that she is not, around the same exact time that Tony Busby was sued by a high-profile celebrity, John Doe, and public figure who resides in Los Angeles. Tony Busby sent this high-profile celebrity that knows Diddy and has allegedly been around him at these parties and things like that, a demand letter saying that you have victims that are getting ready to come out with lawsuits, and they were minors at the time of the alleged offenses. So you can settle now, or we can go ahead and just file this lawsuit. And this celebrity is trying to say that it was extortion. The same exact day that the lawsuit was filed against Tony Busby, we have these two private investigators going around and questioning content creators with one question: are you being paid to talk about Diddy and other celebrities? And then to one of the creators, Amala, these private investigators also offered money for her to spread a whole different message than what she's spreading on her platform. And at the same time, we have this woman coming out and she is claiming all of these things, and a lot of them can be verified as being inaccurate now. To me, this seems like a clear campaign to do damage control, and you're trying to spread misinformation, which is very harmful for the actual victims in Diddy's case, and it's actually very helpful for Diddy. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.